Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I'm a contemporary singing specialist based in Australia, and today I'm checking out a Japanese metal band. They are called Band-maid, and I'll be listening to their song Freedom. Let's get into it. I gotta be completely honest with you. When someone first suggested that I react to a Japanese metal band where they dress up as maids, I really didn't know what to expect. I certainly wasn't expecting that. This song absolutely slaps. Oh my God. I'm having so much fun listening to this. Unexpected. I love a good surprise. This is great. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back to just before the chorus so that I can hear the singing just a little bit more. At the moment, it sounds like our lead singer is staying predominantly in her first register. There's more of a harsher onset to a few of her sounds, and I can't wait to see if there are other decisions that she makes throughout the song. But for now, this is really fun, and we're going to keep going. So I'm going to try to take it back. Oh God, I feel like it should be illegal to pause that during the chorus. Anyway, I just wanted to touch very quickly on the second vocalist and her part. She had a different setup to what the lead vocalist is using in her verses, and I feel like that's quite obvious, but I feel like what they're going for there is a speech-like conversational element, and as I've said in a few of other reacts, sometimes it can be easier to under-energize. For the most part, she really got that feeling of it keeping on moving and it still being really fun. There are a couple little notes that dropped their energy for me, and it's honestly not a deal breaker, and I'm only noticing it because I'm trying not to have too much fun. Because otherwise, if you've seen my other reacts where I have too much fun, my technical brain shuts down and I just get completely lost in whatever I'm watching. But a couple of little notes from her that just felt slightly under-energized. When you're doing speech-like phrasing, it can be easy for that to happen sometimes if we don't stay on top of it, make sure we're connected to our body, intention, all that jazz. But at the moment, our lead vocalist, I'm starting to hear a couple little repetitive vocal quality that she's using. In particular, what's standing out to me is this hammer vibrato that she is using. I wouldn't say that that's 100% unique, although Japan does have a history of doing interesting things with vibrato. For example, if we listen to some traditional bel canto vibrato, it sounds fairly regular. If we listen to some traditional Japanese stylistic vibrato, it might sound like this. So kind of the Western is fairly even and the Japanese one is kind of like, I do what I want. But regardless, the vibrato that she's using, I have heard it in contemporary Western music, and it's almost this like machine gun sound in the vibrato. It's not as even. There's almost a harsh onset to every single cycle of the vibrato. It's adding a lot of really fun energy into this song from her, and I think it makes her voice stand out. You know, if you hear her on another track and you hear that sound, you're going to be like, this is whatever your name is. I will learn the names later. I try not to look up anything about groups before I react to them, purely just because I feel like that can change what your expectations might be. And as far as expectations go, these guys are doing so good. Their little band communication that they had, so fun, so spot on. When you're in a live show, if you're communicating with your band, whether that's verbal or physical cues or just a sense of being like together as you're playing, that's going to pay off. It's going to be really obvious to your audience that there's a feeling of like unity and connection and energy between the group. And yeah, it's really exciting to see that happen. And the fact that they look like they're enjoying themselves, that's just the icing on the cake of a really fun song for me at the moment. So we are going to keep going. There's two little points, the vibrato and then the energy under the speech-like phrase. I mean, they're absolutely killing it, and I can't wait to hear if there's anything else that they do, either vocally or musically, in this song. So let's just keep going. Oh, heck yeah. Drum solo. So good. They're good. A lot of the musical ideas so far have been simple, chord-wise, and obviously there hasn't been anything that's like super crazy, but they are executing it so well. This is bang on. They haven't missed a beat. This is so clean, and these girls look like they are genuinely enjoying themselves. And speaking of musical ideas that they have executed really well, the transition between the drum solo into the guitar solo, are you kidding me? Something as simple as that little guitar riff really lends itself to being able to take the energy from the drum solo, bring it back down, and then reinvigorate it for that guitar solo. That was fantastic. I kind of want to hear it again. Can I go back and listen? Yes, it's my channel. I can do what I want. We're going back again so that we can listen to that transition. You're listening out for what the guitar is doing in between the drum solo into the guitar solo. There's a little riff that they're doing in between there that's just simple but so effective. Oh, and in addition, happiest drummer I have ever seen. What a ray of sunshine. Anyway, back to that transition. the most adorable little musical badasses that I have seen in a long time. Oh my sweet Jesus. It's so clean. Like, okay, so vocally, there isn't a huge amount of variety that's happening, but I'm not going to expect that from a song like this. The lead vocalist is doing exactly what she has to match the music that's going on behind her. She's predominantly M1. There's a little bit of external engagement happening with her sound, which, you know, can wear down the voice. It can cause fatigue, etc. But the way that this group plays, I'm suspecting that they've played together for a while, so she will have done something, hopefully, to figure out how to alleviate some of that tension and fatigue that might come from using external tension. You can see it when she's singing. She gets these like tiny little sternocleidomastoid pops happening in the side of her neck. That is not the end of the world, but it does bring up an interesting topic, which is style versus like vocal health, longevity. There is a very delicate balance between those two things. A lot of the time, the things that are going to be stylistically really exciting are perhaps not going to be sounds that have the most efficiency for the longest period of time. Every sound sort of has an efficiency time frame, where once you've tried to use that sound past that time frame, you get tired and that efficiency dwindles, it goes further down. The chances of it being a risky vocal choice go up, and part of being a performer is balancing that. Stylistically, she is spot on with the music that is behind her. She's so engaging. There's lots of energy in her sound. Predominantly M1, that vibrato comes through really, really clean, but their interaction as musicians together is what's really exciting me here. I'm going to take you back just so you can hear how clean the hits leading up into the chorus are, because sweet Jesus, this is the first one. So that's the first lead into the chorus. And then this last one. She's doing modifications on every single fill that she does into that chorus. This drama's all over it. She's so relaxed. Sorry, I get excited when like musicians are also of a high caliber. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Vocally, again, there's not as much variety. Wouldn't expect there to be. She's hitting the energy in the right places. Are there some vocal decisions that she's making which can cause fatigue? Sure. But, you know, style, longevity, that balance is for her and her coach and whoever she's working with to manage that, to make sure that she is ready for each show, make sure she's winding down, getting some rest and relaxation, just so that she's managing the vocal load, because I don't know what their other songs are like. Maybe it's just this one that's super, super high energy that she's having to use a fair bit of force, resonant placement that's really, really strong, all of those things to kind of get the effect that she's wanting to vocally. But I don't know their other music, so I can't really comment on whether she is using this sort of stylistic weight to her sound in every single song. I don't know. I haven't watched any of their other stuff. Regardless, she's handling that well. This was so much fun. I mean, it is giving me heavy anime vibes, and just because I'm a total nerd, I'm just going to show you what I mean by inserting a clip of something right here. So I think I made my point there. Gives me some anime-ish vibes, but overall, really strong musicianship, super clean and tight playing together. I love the energy and their attitudes, their communication with each other, their communication with the audience, the musical ideas, although a few of them were more on the simple side, they were executed to such a high level that it really, really has you moving through this piece. I mean, they start off with a lot of energy, with the crowd involved doing the hay jumps and all of that. By having the crowd involved at the start, it starts really high energy, and yet by the end of it, you're not exhausted, you're not sick of it. That is a well-crafted song. Excellent arranging, excellent songwriting. I thought she made perfect vocal decisions for the music that's happening behind her. And obviously, sometimes we make vocal choices that don't have as much longevity. It's whether you can use it at will that changes that habit from being like continuously risky to I use this because I can when I want to. So, you know, style, longevity. That's a balance we work with. Anyways, that is it for me today, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm going to be checking out some more of their music because I like having a fun time with this kind of music. And Yeah, they really, really surprised me. Exceeded expectations. That was awesome. So fun. Anyways, that is it for me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, give this video a like. Click the subscribe button for more and the notification bell if you'd like to receive emails for when I upload new videos. Other than that, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy. And I will see you next time. Bye.